Welcome to the Uzziah Show, where being young, black, and successful is celebrated. I am your host, Uzziah, your success strategist. And if you have any questions about your business, career, or finances, then this is the show for you. Welcome. I am so excited to have y'all on for this broadcast because on this episode, we're going to talk about why black men do dumb-ish with money. Yes, that's right. Why is it that we do dumb things when it comes to money, y'all? Inquiring minds want to know. So if you're online, welcome. Please feel free to leave a comment. Let me know your name and the city that you're from, and I'll give you a big shout out and show you some love. Now, if this is the first time that you're watching this broadcast, My name is Uzziah. I'm a professional business consultant, and my job is to help you get out of debt and start your own business. So, welcome once again. And if you want to get involved on this show, I want to see you on camera because this is going to be a hot topic. Now, all y'all know, as with every show, I do my best to give y'all as much free game as I can. All I ask in return is that you keep the engagement flowing. So please, if you're here, leave a comment. Let me know that you're here. Smash that like button. This will tell YouTube to send the show out to more people. Let's keep these likes up. Please donate because your donations is what keeps the show going. So I want to give a big shout out to those who already donated before the show even began. My top sponsors. Give a quick shout out to Akita Monet for the $20 super chat, as well as Brother Yasha Allah for the $20 super chat. Listen, y'all, greatly appreciate y'all support. This is going to be one of my quicker broadcasts. I got some moves to make before sundown. So, brothers, sisters, tonight we are going to talk about why we make bad decisions with money. Why do black men do dumb ish with money? I want to get y'all's thoughts on that. You know, I've got my own thoughts and opinions. I want you to leave a comment below. Do black men make dumb decisions with money? If the answer is yes, reply yes. If the answer is no, then let us know. Okay. There is no bad answer. I just want us to have the conversation. Let's keep this conversation going because this is something that we need to talk about. If we are going to level up as a community, we need to get very clear about the decisions that we make. So please leave me a comment. Shout out to Sharon P. She says she's so excited for tonight's broadcast, as you should, my sister. Welcome. You said you found the channel, and had to share it with your cousins. Thank you so much for sharing. Make sure that y'all subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you are notified whenever we do a live broadcast. Now, typically, I do these shows 6 days a week from Sunday through Friday. But the next broadcast is going to be this Thursday. Okay. I need to take tomorrow off. I'm going to take some time to have a day of rest and worship the Lord. But we're going to be right back on this thing Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure that y'all subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that way you can be informed whenever I do another broadcast. This is the only broadcast focused on positive black male media where you will learn how to reform yourself spiritually, financially, and as a community all in one show, y'all. I do this for the people. And if I cannot get support from my own people, then who else is going to support this platform, guys? If we do not support positive black media, then nobody else will. So please donate. All you have to do is tap the dollar icon directly below the live chat box. You can also make your donation through Cash App or PayPal. The information is on the screen and the links are in the descriptions below. Now, Mr. Cravon Kill kept it a buck. He said, I do dumb ish with money. I thank you for your honesty, brother. Listen, acceptance is the first step. A lot of us are in denial about how we're managing our money, and that's the reason why we can never get better. But if we are willing to acknowledge that we have a problem, then that's when the healing begins. Shout out to the sister Nikki P. Man, Nikki P, things have been real quiet on y'all's end. Don't think I didn't notice that. Y'all been real quiet. I'm glad to see you still alive, sister. Welcome back to the show. Y'all know the show ain't the same without Nicole P. and the House of Roe in the house, man. So shout out to the brother. Shout out to his household. I definitely got my second win now that they in the building, man. I'm not going to be on here for very long tonight, y'all. I got some other commitments to fulfill. But I do want us to have the discussion. Do black men do dumb ish with money? Nicole P happens to say yes. So I want to start getting some more comments from y'all. Make sure that y'all smash this like button because I want to ask y'all, what are some of the dumb things that we do? I want y'all to start giving some examples of some bad decisions that you've made with money and how it has set back your progress. Let's get into this topic, y'all. I have 4 reasons why I feel like black men do dumb ish with money. We've all been there. Lord knows I'm not exempt. Okay. I feel that the first reason why we do dumb stuff when it comes to money is because of poor financial education. We've never been educated on financial literacy. We didn't learn it in school, and we damn sure didn't learn it from our family and friends the right way. A lot of the influences that we've got growing up were not helping us get further ahead. A lot of the things that we were actually taught was programming us to be middle class. Y'all know I always talk about how we were told growing up, go to school, make good grades so that you could get a good job. This is if we had good parents teaching us. Some of us had parents that was just letting us run wild. So we've never had good financial education. Oftentimes, we find out about what to do with our finances based upon what we see on the media, MTV Cribs, listening to rap music about how we, shop and buy all these different cars and clothes and money and all these other things that we ain't got no business really doing because we can't afford it. We lack financial education. So that's the first reason why we make bad decisions when it comes to money. Oh, y'all want to start commenting tonight, huh? Y'all want to act like y'all engaging with a brother tonight. Y'all usually be quiet sometimes, so I don't always know if y'all really with me. But I'm glad that the topic got you going enough to want to talk to your brother. So welcome. If you're online, let me know you're out there. Leave me a comment. I'm asking the question. Do black men do dumb things with money? And if the answer is yes, then why do we do it? My brother Cravon Gill said, confess faults one to another. That's what you did, King. And I got to jump out there with you, man. Listen, I honestly didn't learn how to get good with money until after I was homeless. I think that a lot of our men have to hit rock bottom so that way we have enough pain to inspire us to do better. A lot of times when we feel comfortable and we're just splurging, we don't feel the right motivation. But it wasn't until I was homeless in college that I said, yo, I can never go out like this again. I can never find myself in a situation like this again. Y'all know how it is, man. College life, just partying. And my mom warned me. She said, do not end up getting this frat house with your frat brothers. I end up getting it anyway, not listening. And then after a few months, one of the brothers stops paying. And then lo and behold, we don't have a place to stay. For the rest of my senior year, I'm without a spot. And that was a lot of pressure and it was a very stressful time. I committed to myself after that I would never find myself in that situation again. And for a lot of us as brothers, we have to go through some struggle before we can get to the next level. Sharon P says we always want to be balling. This is facts. We always want to be balling. And that actually leads to the second thing that I was going to talk about, which is living for the moment. A lot of times we as brothers don't operate off of a long-term plan. We never stop to ask ourselves, do you want to live like a king for a day or live like a prince for a lifetime? We can live a pretty comfortable life, brothers and sisters, as long as we manage our money. A lot of times when we get money, as soon as we get it, it's out the door. You ain't got paid on Friday, and then you broke again by Monday. We got to do better on that. So I'm happy that you said that, Sharon, because this really is a problem for a lot of us. But I can't move on without acknowledging my brother, Cephas W, for the $20 super chat. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for all of the support. For those of y'all that are just now joining, we're talking about why black men do dumb ish with money. You know, we've all been there. Anybody that says that they haven't done anything done with money is lying. Stop the cap. So if you love this broadcast, if you love how I'm trying to bring us all together so that we could do better as a community, then please smash that like button. Please donate and bring forth your super chats. This is our platform for us to get to the next level. Now, the brother Cephas W says, doing the same thing with your money and expecting different results is a form of insanity. It's also creating your destiny. Those are facts. You know, if we always make the same financial mistakes, there's no way we can ever get better. And I think a lot of us live under a myth that we can out earn our stupidity. If you make stupid decisions with money, you will not out earn your stupidity. Look at all of these athletes and celebrities, these ball players that end up going broke and bankrupt after having multi-million dollar contracts. Y'all will witness all of these stars within a few short years go into the poorhouse, because it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. We have to be good stewards over God's money. I say God's money because God blessed us with having these resources in the first place. All of these resources are God-given. So we got to make sure that we play our part to manage over these resources effectively. Sharon P. also said, the whole black community, men and women. Yes, absolutely. Sisters, y'all know y'all be making bad decisions when it comes to money. This is just something that we have to focus on as a people. You know, I put these messages out because I want us to start challenging how we can do better. Y'all know I got love for our people. So when I do these videos, it's not for us to look down on each other. It's for us to take a real look in the mirror and make a commitment to do better. If y'all have been on my previous shows, y'all know how I always talk about how black people spend more money than any other race in America each year. And so why is it that we're spending all of this money, but none of it is being recycled back in our community? Mr. Cravon Gill says, I don't think my why is strong enough to be honest. Again, that's a very honest assessment. I think that we really need to have that why set, King, because he who has a strong enough why can solve anyhow. You know, my why in terms of why I do this show is because I am extremely passionate to wanting to see the black community in a better place before I'm gone. This is what I'm sacrificing my life to do. So for every one brother or sister who can get out of debt and start their own businesses, I know that I've done my part. I feel that God has called me to be a vessel to serve us so that we can create generational wealth and have better for our own. But you got to ask yourself, why do you do what you do? You're not going to do anything significant if you don't have a strong enough why. And when I'm talking, I'm not just talking to Mr. Cravon Gill, I'm talking to everybody. You don't have a procrastination problem. You have a why problem, because if your why was strong enough, that would solve for the how. Imagine that you had a kid that was in a burning building. If you were not in that building, but you saw the building on fire, How motivated would you be to save your child? See, it doesn't even matter what type of energy you had before, because your why is so strong, you're willing to lay it all on the line. That's what you have to do in pursuit of your goals. So please make sure, my people, that whether it's for your kids, whether it's for your community, whether it's in service to the Most High, you need to make sure that you find something bigger than yourself that keeps you going. The reason why I do these shows 6 days a week is because I'm fighting for something bigger than myself. I tell you all this all the time. If my channel was not called Black Men's Career, I would have a much bigger following, because other communities would be eating this content up. But my why is so strong to empowering our community, I'm willing to take the loss, even if it means that the channel has to grow even slower. So you have to have something that when you're tired, when you're doubting yourself, it motivates you to keep pushing forward. Sharon P also said the rap music videos have such an influence on our men and women. If you just now joined, welcome. We're having a discussion of why Black men do dumb ish with money. I'm posing the question, do we do dumb things? Yes or no? You let me know your thoughts. Just leave a comment below. I want to hear from y'all, my people. This is not a one-man show. I want to get your feedback. I want y'all dialoguing. What are your thoughts on this matter? Quick shout out to my brother Rodney Lawrence for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, my brother, for all the support. Happy to see you on as always, my brother. For those of y'all that are just joining, make sure that you smash that like button. And if you love what this platform is about, then please donate to keep the show going. Now, Sharon had said that the rap music videos have such an influence on our men and women, and I think that that's very critical, because a lot of rappers talk about a life that they don't really live. So we find ourselves so impressioned and gullible that we'll go out and do the things that other people will be talking about, even though they don't even really live like that themselves. This is the reason why we have to focus on our purpose and nothing else. The very first reason why I think that we do dumb things when it comes to money is because we lack financial education. We have poor financial literacy. That's the reason why we spend more money than any race in the United States. And with all the money that we spend, it is not being invested back into us. The second thing that I spoke about was us living for the moment. I think the reason why we live for the moment is because we have no long-term plan. A lot of our lives is not tied to our purpose. If we were locked in on our purpose, you wouldn't even have time to blow money all crazy. A lot of people do things like retail therapy because they're lacking purpose. They're lacking a focus on what their purpose is, and they're looking for other things to distract them. But when you're clear about what your goals are and how to pursue them, you really don't have time to be out here acting crazy. You don't have time to be out here partying. You don't have time to be out here trying to chase women left and right, brothers. You have to stay focused on your goal. It's going to take your entire being to get locked in on accomplishing real results. We got to stop living for the moment, man. I think a lot of us as brothers, we end up going through a certain complex because a lot of us don't think that we'll be living that long. This is just real talk. When I was growing up in Los Angeles, I couldn't imagine myself getting to 30 years old. I couldn't imagine getting to 20 or 25, because a lot of us Black men do not foresee us really having a lot of years. We think, well, blow money now because tomorrow's not promised and you can't take none of this with you. I think that's a part of our challenge as a culture, because we think that we may not live to see 25. That's the reason and our justification for wanting to blow money today. But we have to start setting up long-term plans. And even if you don't predict that you'll be around for that long, that still is no excuse to not do estate planning and to start setting up things like life insurance and having a will. We always need to be thinking about our future generations. We always need to be thinking about how we can move forward. Now, going back to some of these comments, thank y'all for leaving comments. I want to get y'all's feedback. Let me know your thoughts on this subject. If you're just coming in, the question is on the table. Why do Black men do dumb ish with money? Do we do it? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, then tell me more. If the answer is no, tell me more. There's no wrong answers. I just want to get your thoughts on the subject. If you're just tapping in with us, I've already talked about how we lack the right financial education, and we also are constantly living for the moment. Okay, so shout out to Mr. Cravon Gill. You said we in here. Shout out to Sharon. Thank y'all so much for your comments. Let's keep the comments going, y'all. Let me know who's in the house. Let me know where you stand. If y'all want to cam up and you want to talk more on this subject, I'm going to put the link in the comments below. I just posted it on the screen so that way we can have the talk. Now, Rodney just said, yes, Black men do dumb things when it comes to money, not paying their child support, whining and dining the next chick. I grew up in a single parent household. Now, see, this is a big part of the problem right here, because it is very hard to get the right grooming without having a strong Black man in the house showing other Black men how to discipline themselves when it comes to their money. It's hard for us as Black men to know what to do if we're not getting the right examples from other men to move forward. This is the reason why this channel is so important. I'm trying to build a network online of driven, professional Black men and women who want to see better for our community so that we can create generational wealth. So leave y'all's comments. Let me know some of the ways in which you feel we make bad decisions when it comes to money. I feel like we spend far too much money on clothes and shopping and not enough money on investments. I feel like we don't pay enough attention to this rising rate of inflation. I feel like y'all don't realize everything is getting that much more expensive, man. The value of a dollar is constantly going down. So if we're not investing our assets and turning it into something greater, then for every dollar that we do have, it's not going to go very far, because housing expenses are going up, education expenses are going up, food costs are going up, everything is going up. But the average job is only giving out a 2.5% pay raise per year. But the problem is all of these markets are growing faster than that. That's the reason why I'm always telling Black folks to start your own businesses. We need to have our own businesses so that way our salary isn't capped. You will work at a fixed income at a job, but when you do your own business, you can make money with an unlimited earning potential. So I want y'all to leave me some comments. Do Black men make bad decisions with money? If the answer is yes, tell me how. If you feel that Black men don't make bad decisions with money, give me your thoughts as well. There's no wrong answer. I just want us to come together as a people to start having these conversations, because in these conversations, we can hold each other accountable and we can inspire each other to do better. If y'all watched my show yesterday, I asked, are black men scared to start their own businesses? Do you know what happened by the time we got done with that show? Black men started leaving comments saying, I'm going to go off and start a business. After watching this show, I'm inspired. I'm going to do it. If I can work 50 to 60 hours a week for somebody else, I can at least put in 20 to 30 hours for myself. Y'all not hearing me, man. If y'all are just now joining, welcome. Today, we're having a very important discussion. Make sure that you smash this like button. Make sure that you donate via Super Chat. I'm only going to be on here for another 15 or so minutes. So make sure that if y'all want to cam up, y'all hurry up and you get on camera now so we can have this conversation. This is just a light but important conversation that needs to happen in our community. And I always tell y'all, you know, a lot of us talk about how we have such poor financial education and how there's nobody showing black people how to do better financially. But why is it that we're not directing more people to this channel so that way more black men and women can learn from our people about financial literacy? I addressed this yesterday. I challenged this very point. Many of us have complained for so many years, man. There's not enough resources, Uzziah. Who's helping us get a business loan? Who's showing us how to get started? I am on this platform. I do this show almost every day to show you how to start your own business, how to invest in real estate, how to take your talents and turn it into money, how to create passive streams of income, how to focus on time management. If you're not good with your time, there's no way you'll ever be good with your money. So these are all topics that we talk about on this show. And even for those of y'all who are not entrepreneurs, I have so much content on this channel to show you how to get a better job. Like real talk, this channel is designed to be the one-stop shop for every black person that wants to grow professionally, whether it's as an employee, an entrepreneur, or an investor. So there really should be no excuse, my people. It's 2021, and we now have access to help build our community. Speaking of build our community, I want to show a lot of love to a new sponsor, Sharon P. Sharon said, keep doing great things for our community. Thank you, my sister. Keep building the business and the brand. Don't give up. Thank you for engaging with your audience and not ignoring us. Thank you so much, my sister. That really, really, really means a lot. You know, it takes a lot to really do this, especially for our community. But it's sisters like yourself that really keep me encouraged. So thank you so much for the support. It really helps me to continue on. For those of y'all that are just now joining, we are asking why black men do dumb ish with money. Do black men make bad decisions? I'm bringing the brother B Hampton on. Is so happy to see you, King. Welcome. What's your thoughts on the subject?
I mean, honestly, like, I'll just say it. Like, I'm glad you're talking about this. And I personally feel embarrassed that I'm not doing better than I am now. I just turned 35 like last month. And
Okay.
I've read Rich Dad a few times, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I don't do dumb stuff with money. I just don't make enough money. And I feel like, yeah, I can work, 40 hours a week at a place and then get a second job and work 40 more hours a week. But I just feel like I need some type of high income skill to, pay off the debt and get out of this hole. Like, and I feel like, I said in the comments, a lot of black guys do dumb stuff with money because we grew up poor. We didn't have none, probably had to steal to get some. Then it's like you live so long as a child in pain and you don't have this, you don't have that. You can't go here, you can't go there. Then it's like, well, when I get some, I want to enjoy it. Of course, that's not the wisest thing to do, but I think that's what most guys do because we want to have pleasure and not pain as humans.
I like that you said that, brother. We want to have pleasure and not pain. And I
Yeah.
think one of the biggest problems for us, especially when we're living for the moment, is that we never want to feel like we're going through a process where you have to sacrifice for the day in order to have a better tomorrow.
Yeah.
And man, I feel like that's really short-sighted because by us always wanting to live for right now, we mess up the potential of our tomorrow. Like, what we could have such a better tomorrow if we focused more on improving our today. But I think that this brings me to another point that I was going to mention during this broadcast, was about fear and insecurity. I think that a lot of us brothers have a fear of sacrifice because, given that we come from certain backgrounds and we felt like, I don't want to have to be at the bottom anymore, we'll make life harder for us just so that we don't have that feeling of being in lack, right? So I think that if we can get past the fear and the insecurity of, oh man, I might have to rough it for a year or two. Oh man, people won't see me balling out. I think if we can get past that mentally, I think we can put ourselves in a position to where we can make better long-term decisions. I mean, this is just wealth building 101. Typically, people who've created wealth are long-term thinkers that think 5, 10, 15 years down the line. But a lot of times it's hard for many of us to see past today. But I wanted to ask you about something pertaining to generating income. And I got you, Mr. Cravon Gill, on speaking on the fear of being great. I'm about to touch on that in just a second. If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living?
I sell insurance for Medicaid to old folks.
Okay, good. So what is it about your skill set that makes you think, okay, I need to have a higher skill set in order to make more income?
Well, okay, like, it helps having that, but I feel, actually what I could do, I just thought of this. I could look for jobs um that pay higher, but still got the license in 3 or 4 states. So that's the way right there I could probably increase my income. And plus, um I also, what else? My bad. Repeat your question again, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no. Okay. So all I was asking was, what? Let me take a step back so that way I could kind of make sure you really you rock with me on this. I heard you say that you felt like it's not even so much that you're making bad decisions with money right now. More of the problem is you just need to raise your income.
Yeah.
But I remember that hearing you say, in order for you to raise your income, you would need a more lucrative skill. You would need a higher level skill in order to kind of make a certain amount of money to be able to get financial freedom. Is that right?
Yeah, I feel like that would help too, having a higher skill and keeping a regular job at the same time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad that you said that, man, because a lot of times, like, if brothers don't have certain skill set and those skill sets are not coupled with certain disciplines, it's easy to kind of job hop ever so often, a certain, every few months. So let's talk about this real quick. Um, in order to build, so let me talk about two things. I feel like there's two ways that you can go about raising your income. One thing that I think that you can do is you can take the skills that you already have and you can turn it into a business where, rather than having the highest skills, you can just take whatever value you already offer and provide it to multiple people. I really want you to check out this video that I released earlier today about 10 ways to take your talents and turn it into money. In that
Okay.
video, and it's only like a 12-minute video. In that
Mhm.
video, I showed you how to be able to take all of your natural strengths and identify which one would actually be the most profitable in the marketplace. Now, the reason why I start there is because a lot of brothers think that, well, man, if I don't have like a college degree or a master's level degree in a top industry, then I'm
Mhm.
always going to struggle to make money. But the truth is, if you simply tap into the gifts that are already within, even without you learning something new externally, as long as you can build a income stream around some of your natural strengths, you can start to make more money than you do today because you're able to sell your talent at unlimited scale, right? So I'm going to give you an example.
Uh-huh.
In what I'm doing right here on my platform, I'm giving people a lot of content from the perspective of business consulting. But whatever skills that you do possess, you could do something very similar. I'm just giving an example. I'm not telling you this is what to do. You can do something similar to this and people will pay you for that expertise. And a lot of us, we have skills that we often take for granted. So that's the first thing. Just tapping
Mhm.
into the natural skills that you already have and turning it into a business. Take a skill, turn it into a product or service, and
Mhm.
begin scaling it. And then the
Yeah.
second thing that I want to talk about is, in terms of brothers that are looking to up their skill sets, yes, you can definitely learn new skills through self-education
Mhm.
to find out, okay, what are some of the top paying jobs and how do I go about qualifying for them? There's two different routes to take, but I agree with you completely. A lot of people say that they want to manage their money, but you can manage your money perfectly, but if you're not making enough of it, there's only so far you can go. Does that make sense?
Right. It's limited. Like I don't spend my money on BS. I don't. I spend it on necessities. But it's like I would love to put $300 a month away, 600 a month away into an account, but I just don't. I don't bring in enough. But thanks to your ideas, that gives me some things to think about. So thank you for telling me that.
No problem. I got one last question for you.
Mhm.
What tool do you use to budget your money? See?
I don't. I'll be honest with you.
See?
I don't have one. I don't. I
And
don't budget.
and that's what you got to start doing, my brother, because believe it or not, no matter how much money you make, if you don't budget your money, you will never have a very clear pulse on where the money is going and how far you could stretch it. So the two things that I really encourage you to do is, one, set up an account on mint.com. It's a free online budgeting software. I think I did a show a couple weeks ago on how to budget your money. Yes, I did. I could put the link below for you. I did a show walking
Mhm.
you through all of the steps on how to set up your budget. You don't even have to worry about how to do it. In that video, I give you a step-by-step process on exactly how to manage your money, and I even offer a budget template that will do the budgeting
Mhm.
for you. Just check that out and let me know how things go from you after you've seen that. That's the first thing, because
Okay.
bro, I promise you, if you don't know, if you don't budget your money, everything is guessing. And you may be able to squeeze out a few extra bucks just by budgeting, whether it be an extra $50, an extra $100. I mean, even if you can squeeze out an extra $100 through budgeting, then you've already increased your net
Mhm.
worth by $1,200 every year. So I'm gonna send you that link to the budgeting. But the second thing that I definitely want you to do is, I want you to check out that video that I did earlier about how to take your talents and turn it into money. One of the things that we definitely do need to do is monetize our skills. And in that video, I showed you how to tap into your natural strengths to be able to monetize on your top skills that are in high demand. Thank you so much, my brother. Good to
Yeah,
see you on.
cool. Well, sounds good. I you too. Take it easy. Have a good.
Hey, you too. You too. All right. I'm going to take a quick moment just to acknowledge some of these comments. I'm only on for a few more minutes, y'all. All right. So, for those of y'all that are just now joining, we're talking about why do black men do dumb ish with money. Please leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Shout out to my sister Ariel for the $5 super chat. If you want to cam up, now is the time. Yasha Allah, I'm already going to add you in right now. I'm going to mute you and start talking through some of these comments, but I just want to have you on the cam while you're here. So I noticed there was a lot of comments that we got on this subject. This is clearly a hot topic. Barry Hampton said, after a lifetime of pain and having nothing, you just want to enjoy some happiness. Absolutely. And that's the reason why a lot of brothers end up spending beyond their means. You know, we gotta be mentally, emotionally disciplined if we're going to make the right decisions with money. A lot of financial decisions are based upon emotions. So, brothers, we got to get out of the habit of, oh man, life is hard. Let me go and buy something I can't afford just to make myself feel better. Because when you make the right financial decisions, I promise you, you're going to thank yourself for the rest of your life. When I was in $95,000 in student loans after I graduated from Baylor University, it did not feel good. In the time where I was getting myself out of that debt, it was a grind. But I thank myself every year that I paid off my student loans when I was 23 years old. Even though I might have sacrificed for a couple years, it helped set me up for a much better life for years to come, man. Just by doing that, it's changed my family tree forever. Mr. Cravon Gill said, real talk, I didn't think I would live to 30 when I was 15. And I grew up in the suburbs. Damn. Brother grew up in the suburbs as a black man and still didn't think that he would live to see 30, man. Our people, we hurting, man. Pray for us. Rodney said, many are living in a state of arrested development, allowing the boy to hijack the man. Hey, you talking right now, man. That one kind of hurt me. That kind of cut right there, man. We got to show ourselves men, y'all. So one of the best ways that we can show ourselves men is to improve our finances. Sacha Arthurton said, Dr. Claude Anderson already gave these fools the blueprint. If they choose not to listen, that's their fault. Hey, brother's talking. Yeah, the brother did a book called Powernomics, actually speaking on how we improve our finances. Okay. Let me talk about this fear of being great real quick, and then I'm going to patch you in, brother Yasha Allah. It's something actually I want you to speak on as well. Many black men have a fear of greatness. And I think the reason why we have a fear of greatness is because, for one, we've never actually been around people that put it all on the line to reach their full potential. So as a result, we feel different than everybody else when we try to strive for those levels. You know, if you grow up around a bunch of people that's just trying to be comfortable and just wanting to be average, for you to make sacrifices where you can't always hang out and you can't always party, that's going to hit a little bit different, because now, you know, you might not have the same friends that you had before. A lot of people don't want to go through the rejection from other people whenever you're pursuing your purpose. Everybody wants to be the person that fits in. Nobody wants to be the person that stands out. So you don't want to have to be the person to tell your homeboys, no, I can't go out. I'm focused on my business. You don't want to be the person that have to tell your family members, hey, sorry, I can't come visit you this weekend. You know, I got a dream that I'm focused on. I need to keep my head down for the next couple years and just focus on my passion. If you're going to walk in your greatness, you're going to piss some people off. Your family's not going to like it. Your friends are not going to like it. The truth is, most people want you to be average. The truth is that most people never want to see you doing better than them. So if you're going to be great, you have to be comfortable with being alone. That's one of the biggest things that I would tell a lot of brothers. You need to be comfortable being alone. You have to let friends and family go, and you have to lock into your purpose, because nobody is going to want to see you win more than you. I feel that we have a fear of being great because of our community influences, but a lot of us, we find comfort in watching other people be great because we know that we're scared to put that work in ourselves. So we'll tune in and watch somebody else put the work in, but we'll lay back and not do the work for ourselves. And that's something we got to do. I'm telling y'all, ain't nobody special. If I could do it, brothers, so can you. So my brother Yasha Allah, thank you for being on as always. I'm only going to be on here for like the next 5 minutes because you know I'm shutting it down. Let me know what your thoughts are on the subject. Do black men make dumb decisions with money?
Shalom, Elder. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
We do. I done it. Everybody done it. And I'm 60. Get the money. You blow the money. You go to a club trying to impress everybody. You go to a table. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, what you drinking, ladies? It's all on me. It's all on me.
The baller.
You know, right. You know what I'm saying? And you live by the name that people give you. You live by that name. My dad was a Q dog. You already know about the Q dogs who don't. So I grew up in that household. That was called Vince the Prince, K9 Dog Pound. So I live by those names. And you wake up one day like, wait a minute. I'm 52 and I ain't really got nothing. Oh, you know what I'm saying? This is not going to happen. I can't do it no more. No way, no how. But it's that and envy. Envy plays a part of it too. Cause like you said earlier, I want what they got. But I just want it right now.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. And you brothers, you bring up so many great points. I'm looking at these comments, and Brother Rodney said growth has levels and it's not recognizable to some men. You know, I definitely want to put that out there. These lessons and these topics and talks, it's just to motivate us to do better. You know, we know that there are some black men that are out there. There are a lot of black men that are out here actually trying to go get it. You know, the media always tends to paint all of us in a bad light. But that's the reason why this show is so important, because I want the world to see how many brothers are actually out here doing positive things. Pecloria said many men do spend too much money on cars, clothes, etc. But there are men who knows the value of a dollar and support their families. Pecloria's husband, Mike Sapp, is one of them. So we got brothers that are out here making it happen. And I want to continue to celebrate you brothers that are doing this. If y'all are just joining tonight, we're talking about why black men do dumb ish with money. Smash that like button, donate. We do these shows night after night for the better of our culture. Okay, we have these conversations amongst ourselves so we can keep pushing forward. My brother Yasha Allah, I'm about to get out of here. Do you have anything else before I get out of this broadcast?
Black Men's Conference. That's the way, brothers and sisters. That's the way.
Thank you so much, my brother. Good to see you on as always. And hopefully I tap in with you on Thursday. Lord willing.
Lord willing.
All right, brothers, sisters. The next show for Black Men's Career is going to be this Thursday. Okay, mark your calendars. If you're watching me for the very first time, I usually do my shows 6 days a week from Sunday through Friday at 7 p.m. Central. I'm not doing my show tomorrow because I'm serving the Most High and I got some godly things to take care of, okay? I'm going to be honoring the Lord's holidays, and I'm going to be taking some time to meditate in his word. So I will not be doing any business tomorrow at all. But Thursday, Lord willing, I will be back in action. Catch me on here Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. Y'all know, as with every episode, I'm going to give y'all these 2 free stocks just as a way of saying thank you for tuning in. Okay, so if you want to get your 2 free stocks, the link is in the comments below. The Uzziah Show is sponsored by Webull, one of the fastest growing financial brokerage companies in the world. On Webull, not only can you invest in the stock market, you can also invest in cryptocurrency. So for those of you brothers and sisters that want to get out there and start investing, now is the time to do it, because Webull is giving you 2 free stocks. All you got to do is sign up for your free account, and then as soon as you do it, 2 free stocks are yours. Also, for those of you brothers that want to start making better financial decisions, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do mean Friday. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. All praises. Thank you for being your brother's keeper. Yes, I will be back on here this Friday. This Friday. Thank you so much. Whew. All praises to the Most High. I will be back on Friday. Okay, y'all hear me? Friday. I will be back on Friday at 7 p.m. because I still need a full day tomorrow before sundown. So thank you so much. I'm going to tap in with y'all on Friday. Mark your calendars. I will see you Friday at 7 p.m. You get your 2 free stocks here. All you got to do is just click that link. For those of you that are on for the very first time, please make sure that you watch some of the previous shows that I've done on this channel about how to start your business, how to grow your business, how to promote your business on social media. I give out a lot of information on how you could be a better investor. And if you want to know how to do better when it comes to managing your money, please make sure you check out my free masterclass on the 3 keys to financial freedom. I put the link to the free masterclass in the comments below. If you guys love the show, then please make sure that you donate, because that's what keeps the show going. All you have to do is tap the dollar icon directly below the live chat box. If you want to support the show via Cash App, you could do so by going to $ Blackman's Career. If you want to support the channel through PayPal, you could go to paypal.me/Blackman's Career. The links are in the description below. Listen, I love y'all. It's been beautiful once again this Friday. Thank you again, my brother Yasha Allah. This Friday at 7 p.m. Central, I will have my next show. So y'all have a blessed day. Tomorrow, enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll tap back in with y'all on Friday. Keep pushing.